with Natalie Moore, the editor of Saratoga Living, and we're here to talk about After Hours. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me.
Tell us what After Hours is.
Yeah, so Saratoga Living After Hours is a Substack-based newsletter that we launched in fall of 2022. So it's been around for a few years. And for those who don't know, Substack is a platform that like everyone in New York and LA knows what it is, but no one here knows. I've heard of a few Substacks that are local, but it's a platform where you can publish a story. It gets emailed directly to our subscribers, so it's right in your email. But then you can also access it from online. So
I receive it. It's great.
The After Hours, it's a little bit different than our normal like magazine content, which is more evergreen lifestyle content. This is more like we do a vibe check of what New Year's Eve was like, and it's not just, oh, this band played here. It's, oh, we found our way into the bar that just opened. Oh,
love it.
Did you hear what this person said at this place about this? It's a little bit gossipy, so a little bit more person on the street coverage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you're like the Gossip Girl of Saratoga Springs.
I've heard Gossip Girl. I've also never seen Sex and the City, but I get that.
Oh, yeah.
I get that sometimes.
All right. So Saratoga Living After Hours. Let's talk about some new restaurants opening up in Saratoga.
Yeah. So this is like the only thing I can think about right now. The main focus is Phyla Street. Everything is, big things are happening at Phyla Street. You have Familiar Creature, the new wine bar from Hamlet and Ghost.
Yes, I'm very excited about that one.
And they have Michelle Hunter, the old chef of Hamlet and Ghost, coming back for that. And they told me they're opening on Sunday, which is the 12th. So that is exciting. Kind of small plates, casual vibe, wine. Across the street, you have Phillies on Phyla.
Yep.
Which is going to be more of like a casual, lots of sports games on. He doesn't want to call it a sports bar. It's the owner of Milton Tavern.
Yes.
Micah Henzel, and he's going to do a big pizza oven in there. Don't exactly know the timeline on that. Down the street is Noah's, the chef from Ciro's this past summer, and the owners of Wild Horse.
I kind of heard that this summer.
Yeah.
Have you been in, you must have, but have you been in the new Wild Horse?
Yes.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's so nice.
They did such a good job converting that from Dango's to Wild Horse. It looks great.
Especially the bathroom.
The bathroom, yes. They moved the kitchen upstairs, right? And they took over that whole area and turned it into like a beautiful bathroom for women.
So Noah's is going to be awesome. Noah Fries is his name. He's going to do Italian with kind of a chop house angle.
Ooh.
To try to set themselves apart from, like, we have so many good Italian restaurants in this area.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Around the corner, you have Bibulus, which is...
I haven't heard of this one.
The dessert bar being opened by Dan from Saratoga's Broadway Deli.
Okay.
And his wife, Jen. I like to call him the Deli Llama because that's the
Deli
funniest
Llama.
thing that I've ever heard. So it's a dessert bar. So small plates, wine, cocktails, beer, and then... focus on dessert. Jen, his wife, is like a dessert chef, so she's going to do all sorts of...
Cool.
And I just went in that space this morning, and they're waiting on permitting. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And then this afternoon, I have a meeting with another place that I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about yet. But that is also coming soon.
Stay tuned on the next episode for some juicy gossip and a new release.
And then there's just way more. The guy, Adam from PDT Catering.
I just saw that.
Is, coming to the old Farmer's Hardware.
I love that. We need more brunch locations.
Yep. So
I really miss Farmer's Hardware.
So he's doing lunch, like kind of like an upscale European-inspired deli during the week.
Okay.
And then weekend brunch with like Eggs Benedict, French toast. They do popovers, which is some sort of, I don't even know what that is.
I'm drooling right now. That sounds so good.
So yeah, he's trying to open before March. And then Putnam Market's Cafe is opening. They're going to have like some grab-and-go stuff, some fancy drink. The people from Gold, I don't know if you've heard of Gold. It's a company that has like matcha tea and turmeric, and so kind of fun latte-ish drinks.
Nice. What about Sperry's?
Last I heard was the guy that owns Nove bought it.
Okay.
And was gonna do something with it.
Try to bring another Italian restaurant.
I don't know if it's Italian.
Over to Caroline. Oh, well, I guess I assumed because Nove.
Right.
Nove has great Italian food, though. And I feel like a lot of people aren't aware of that location because it's a little bit off the beaten path. But funny story, I used to bus tables there when I was in high school. And a lot of cool people came through in the summertime. And the food was just outstanding.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of people at the track, like your classic track goer, like the Massachusetts older guys that have come every year since they were 12 with their buddies that are like, oh, we got a reservation at Nove for later. Wishing Well is another one of those.
It was a chic, and he rented out the back patio at Nove, and he had his whole crew there. It was wicked cool.
Yeah.
We mentioned Treehouse on the first episode. Do we know officially when they are opening their doors? Because I know right now they're doing a lot of beer to go.
I heard like early spring, but I don't. That's not from a reliable source. It's from the
book,
the beer lovers of Facebook. I got beer there when the first weekend that they announced that they were doing beer sales, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
I was pulling out onto Route 9, and the actual truck was the Treehouse truck had just gotten off the Northway with a restock because they were already out of beer.
I heard you had to make appointments to go get your beer.
Yep.
My husband, as soon as it opened, made an appointment for like 12:30, and he got an entire case of beer. And sadly, it did not last the whole weekend. So we need to get back over there because that beer is very good. And I am particularly very excited about Treehouse because I think, you know, rising tides lift all boats. We already have a great craft beer scene here with Druthers and Whitman, Artisanal. My God, we could go on and on.
Yep.
There's places in Malta, Dancing Grain. There's so many great breweries here, and I think the recognition that Treehouse has throughout the Northeast, and particularly beer lovers, this is just going to attract them here. And my hope is they take the time to go visit the rest of our breweries because Saratoga is definitely becoming a mecca for craft beer.
And I know people have been like talking about, is craft beer, it was so popular, you know, in the early 2010s to early 2020. But I think that places that offer beer and it's like a family-friendly environment where they have food and beer. It's like a gorgeous setting, outdoor seating. I think those type of places are going to continue to succeed, even if beer becomes a little bit less, you know, if White Claw takes over the world.
Yeah.
Then
White Claw. That's one of my favorite things actually about breweries, especially now that I have kids, because you always feel welcome there. They usually have games for children. A lot of times it's like picnic style, so you don't have to worry about chairs or bumping into people. You can bring a coloring book and a pack of crayons and drink your IPA and have a pizza. It's awesome. We spend, my family, a lot of time at Whitman.
Yeah.
I just love the setup there. And then around the corner, you have the coffee shop, and they have the most delicious pastries. So it's like, here's your Pop-Tart. Now let mommy drink her sour beer.
I have been, the past few weekends, I've been going to Walt Cafe and like posting up and reading my book. It's so quaint and lovely. But then
so quaint.
You stay there long enough, and then you start to smell the pizza, and you're like, oh, well, we might as well have lunch.
Their pizza. So I feel like we need to give them a moment about their pizza because it's not traditional pizza. It's more of a Chicago deep dish style pizza, and it is so good.
Yeah, and they have vegan cheese.
They do.
So we love them. Yep.
I didn't know
the
that.
The mushroom pizza with the vegan cheese.
That's great.
Which doesn't sound appetizing. But I
Not
promise.
to me, but I am very excited for you. The other place, though, it makes me think of like vegan and gluten-free is 9 Miles East.
Yes.
They have great pizza, too.
Yes, and they don't use cheese. They use a white bean puree.
Wow.
Which also doesn't sound
All right. For all you vegans out there, make sure you hit up Natalie for the best places to eat in Saratoga Springs.
Last year I did a Where to Celebrate Veganuary story.
Veganuary, that's a thing.
That is a thing.
All right.
Yep. So Dry January, Veganuary. I don't know any other Januaries. But
Dry January. I hear that there's this sober curious movement going around where, you know, it's not just January anymore. People are choosing to be sober for extended periods of time.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot from the
I don't understand it.
Bar owners. Yeah, no, could not be me. But I've heard from a lot of the bar owners that Gen Z is not
drinking,
buying
right?
alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going sober, I don't know.
Hey,
I wouldn't want to go to the bar
actually,
sober.
that's a good topic, too, because cannabis is legal in New York State.
Right.
And we've had, 3-4 dispensaries just pop up here in Saratoga County. So
yeah,
if that's for you, we do have them here. We have Sashi's.
Sashi's is around the corner from my house, and that just opened this week.
Yeah.
And I've been to High Peaks. And there's another one.
Silver, I think, company, which is over by Weibel. Definitely High Peaks and Sashi's. Those ones I'm
I think it's
members of Discover Saratoga. Thank you. Please support them with all of your cannabis needs.
Really?
Four Seasons is another hidden gem.
For vegan food.
for vegan food. They have a lot of really great groceries and brands. And don't they have that to go where you can get like soups and things like that?
Yeah, soups. They have like a special a day. Sometimes it's like Indian food, and then they have their regular deli menu.
I remember when they used to be downtown by Philo Street, but now they're Mittler's. Have you been to Mittler's?
I have been to Mittler's.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's cute in there.
Well, I went to Mittler's around Halloween, and they had a Jason, right? No, Michael Myers set up behind the bar, and I'm sitting there eating my breakfast sandwich, and it was like, he's watching me. He was life-size.
On,
a little creepy.
On New Year's Eve, they did like do you know Left, Right, Center? Have you ever played that game?
Oh, the game with the dice.
Yep, they had a tournament of it.
That is so genius.
So they are doing cool things.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think they were working on getting their liquor license too. I don't know if they have
I had
yet,
a margarita.
Oh, well, then there we go.
I hope they put tequila in it.
There's so much fun stuff going on in Saratoga. I feel like we're going to have no problem about talking about new openings, whether it's a restaurant or an attraction or a dispensary here in Saratoga County.
Yeah. I heard that, well, one, Miss Scarlet Boutique opening a spot on Broadway.
Oh, cool.
In the old Coffee Traders.
Okay.
And
I was wondering what's been going or what would go in there.
And it's called Gilded.
It's a clothing store.
Yep, a little bit of like a higher end, older. It's like what Lifestyles is to Caroline and Maine.
Got it.
My understanding. And then I just heard that the woman that owns Bella V Boutique bought the old Rockabella.
Okay.
Which Bella.
That was on Lake Ave, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no shortage of clothing stores either. I love that we have so many mom and pop places in Saratoga. I mean, there are a few of the big box stores, but I would say 90% of the shops on Broadway are all local owned. And it really feels great to be able to go in and support local businesses. And the clothes are great. They're awesome.
Yeah. My New Year's resolution that I have not decided if I'm actually going to do is no Amazon in 2025, which is crazy. I know.
Sober Curious was hard, but
which is crazy. Well, I was running around town in December looking for a one-piece bathing suit because I have to go swimming at the Y.
In December?
Well, yeah, because swimming at the Y.
We need to get you a new bathing suit.
I got one, but I was I called Athleta. Yeah. I was at Dick's. I had to buy one on Amazon, but that was before the New Year. So in 2025, I'm going to try to not use Amazon. So that could be a good.
I went to Lifestyles for New Year's Eve, and Stacy and Heidi hooked me up. I've never felt.
Oh yeah, I saw your post.
I've never felt so beautiful in my life. If people want to sign up for Saratoga After Hours, how do they do that?
Yeah, so there's a link right from our website, saratogaliving.com, to Saratoga Living After Hours.
So check you out on Instagram. Visit saratogaliving.com. Make sure you sign up for After Hours if you want the tea. Thank you so much for coming. This has been great.
Thank you.